Hello, welcome to Ragsdale Creek Workshop. It's been a while since I made a video. I've had real bad health issues. I got COVID, spent a lot of time in the hospital, and had a respiratory infection. Then I fell and tore my rotator cuff and had to have surgery, so it's been a while. I hope to be back as soon as it cools off, because I can't stand this heat very much. Since I had COVID, I can't stand it at all. Can't hardly breathe. So that being said, I just thought I'd get on here, and I've been watching a lot of videos and people showing the tools they made. A lot of these tools were made for projects that we did at work, and these angle blocks especially, a lot of them were like this one here, and I got a set of them. These were made for a job, and I made one of them's 35, I think the other's a 40 degree, and then I got a 40 degree here. Lighting ain't too good. Let me turn this light on right here and see if that helps any. That may help. Yeah, that helped a lot. I made this little vise here. We were grinding a bunch of little punch blanks and punch holders. And this vise over here that I made earlier, that it just wasn't doing the job. And I had about a month to do it, so I went ahead and made this one. I made two, matter of fact, because I didn't have time to do all of it myself. I made two of them all the way through, the milling and everything, and then heat treated them. And it was another boy that ground them. He ground them to get one of them. So I made two, and he got one for grinding them, and I got the other one. And then I made these two little, they were supposed to just be spacers to space something out, and I got the bright idea to go ahead and make me just a set of angle plates and use them, and I did. And I had two different dimensions I had to keep, so I made one of them a little taller than the other side. You can see that side there is a little bit taller. I got a lot of stains on them. I've been sitting in the cabinet here for over a year now because I hadn't been out here, and they ain't rusty. I've kept spraying them with WD-40, and I did buy a shop dehumidifier, and that helped out a lot too. And I got another set of angle blocks here that I made. I made them and ground them myself. And then there's another angle block. You'll see you see a lot of that's a thing I made on the EDM when I was working on it, making some punch clearances, and I made that little carbon thing to put my initials in my tools, and then I got off of it and never got back before they sold it. So I got 2 or 3 tools with that stamped in them. But you see the AQB, that Q stands for Quincy. You'll see most of my Quinn, not Quincy. That's what people used to call me. After that movie Dr. Quincy came out, everyone and all my friends that where I hung out down at the local little place all call me Quincy. So all of my tools will have Quincy wrote on them. And my son, when he was born, I named him Quincy. So, and this is a lapping plate. We had some samples one time that we had to make in the shop, and they had to be parallel with them 1/10 on one side, or not parallel but flat. And I made that to lap them in. It's made out of some reason the camera cut off. It's made out of cast iron, so it's good for that. And all these little, I made a full set of 1 to 5 angle, and I made 2 of these. I made them in a block, drilled the holes and tapped them, and the guy on the EDM machine done the same as the grinder did. He kept one of them, and I got one of them for him cutting it out. And this big monstrosity here, it was a boy came into the shop. He was from, I believe he was from, I want to say Texas. But anyway, he had one of these. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen one or not. I had never seen one and hadn't seen one since. But what it is a grinding fixture for threading tools. One side of it grinds standard 60-degree tools, and the other side of it grinds 29-degree Acme threads threading tool. And it also got an angle on there that grinds a relief. So, and it does a good job too. We had some Acme threads. This was before I made mine, but mine's just like the one that he had. And they were saying they didn't have no way to grind no quick way to grind the tools. And he said, I got a tool grinding fixture for Acme threads. So he ground the tools for them in about half the time it would have took them to do it. So I ended up looking at his and getting all the dimensions off of them, and ended up making me one. And like I said, that's a good little deal. And this over here is a tool I made when I retired. I got my first mill, and it was just a tabletop, and I got this to made this to trim in the head. It does a real good job. I got another one in my box for the bigger mills, and it fits on my trunk mill. So, but that one does a real good job on my little bitty mill. And here's another tool I made. Wow, dropped something. This is my punch block set. I've got all the punches that goes with it here. And punches all kinds of, got a 3/4 square hole and a 5/16 square, and then it's got the regular holes. And I added some more when we got started doing a lot of metric stuff. These bottom 2 right here are metric, and this one up here is metric, and this one over here is metric. All the rest of them are standard. So that's my submission for the homemade tools. I've got a lot more. I just didn't have enough room on the table. This shop is in a mess since I hadn't been out here. And I'm going to have to let y'all go, because I've done got to where it's hard for me to breathe, and I got to get back inside. So we'll hopefully when it cools off, we'll be back in the shop a lot. We'll see y'all later. God bless. Y'all have a good day.